What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your boy Spyro2355. Again, another big shout out to Spyro15 who for following this channel. Um, I've got something special for you guys today, and you guys should go follow Spyro15 because he's a very enthusiastic YouTuber. Doesn't really have a capture card or anything, but the gameplays he does make, there's a lot of love put into him. And you can tell just by looking at him. He doesn't have a capture card like I do. He doesn't have a way to, successfully capture his stuff on his PC. And stupid flies. And that's just normal. I mean, not everybody has the money to just throw down for new stuff right away. I wish they'd stay away from my camera whenever I was recording. But today, I have something special for you guys, okay? I thought that I would do a video on something special today, including the newest of my collection. For starters, we're going to get to the good stuff. In preparation for getting my Switch on the 15th, I've went ahead and gotten a couple of titles from my local library that they have for rent there. And I thought I would take this time to go over what they are and kind of tell you guys what I'll be playing when I first get my Switch. I don't have my Mario Odyssey copy in here yet, but I will be getting it probably tomorrow, depending on what my brother has going on. So, first things first, we're going to go through all these titles in order. And in the order I got them, starting with the most recent. And these titles are very good from what I have been told. So one of them, I'm actually going to try to get Wastelander 28 to come back. And I know you guys like him. It's my good buddy Tyler. He was the one that helped me with the first one of this. And I thought it would be fitting for him to come back for the sequel. So in light of that, for the Nintendo Switch, I got Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And from what I've been told, this is a very, very good game. As you can see, it has a bunch of different Spider-Mans and stuff just on the cover. And I think you can use both of the Joy-Cons, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. But I figured I'll call Wastelander 28 up and see if I can't get him to come back for this because, I mean, it looks like a fantastic game, and I can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees I got that one. The second one I got was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a must-have title, according to what I've been told about everything Mario Kart. I know there's all kinds of stickers and stuff on the backs of most of these, but I can't wait to play this one. I know that the online service is going to be implemented soon, probably by the time I get my Switch next week. It's probably going to be implemented, so I'll probably have to wait until October to play that online. But in the meantime, I'll be enjoying it just by myself. I'll probably play as Link because Link is one of my favorite characters, but or maybe an Inkling. I don't know, but we'll see. The next game I got was Arms, which from what I've seen on Twitch looks like a very, very fun game. And yeah, I mean, and all of these games are in here. It's not like I'm, scamming you guys or anything. All these games are in here. But so far, the creme de la creme of my collection, from what I've been told by most people, including Art of Mana, shout out to him, is Splatoon 2. And this one, according to what I've been told, is a very, very good game. So I'll also probably be getting Super Mario Odyssey tomorrow. So those are the titles that I got starting out. And so far, nobody's wanted any of these. I got a hold on Breath of the Wild. I do have a Wii U copy of Breath of the Wild, but I'm holding on to that until I get the Switch copy of Breath of the Wild, which I'm not sure if it's going to be coming in or not, but even if it doesn't, I've still got the one for the Wii U, so I'm not too concerned with it. Now, the bulk of the video. This is going to be where I go into something that is very near and dear to my heart, and something that people have asked me about on Twitch. They ask me sometimes, hey, Spyro, what do you think about Skylanders? Or how many Skylanders do you own? So I figured to quash all that today, I would do an in-depth video on all of my Skylanders, including the newest edition I just got last week. There was a local shop that I go to play Dragon Ball Super, as you guys will know. Which, I mean, I was just editing my deck a few minutes ago for the tournament on Saturday. So, we're going to start with the most recent one that I just got, which I haven't even put in my bag yet, and that is Ninjini, the newest giant to be added to my collection right there. She's awesome. I've been wanting Ninjini now for years. Ever since I saw her on my Giants poster up there, I've been wanting a Ninjini, and now I have one. So I want to thank whoever donated this to the shop that I go to, because I was just given this by the shop owner, Joey Wheeler. And no, that is not a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! That is a legit name. That is his first and last name, Joey Wheeler. I want to give props to that man for giving me this Ninjini last week. I have got to thank him for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you oh so much. So that is my newest one, but we've still got a whole bag to go through. So I may even have to split this into 2 parts. I don't know yet. But as you can see, I've got a butt ton of them. I've been collecting for years, and I figured to quash all the questions, I'd go ahead and just, you know, maybe start with the ones from the first game and just work my way up. Now, let's start with the ones that I got when I first started to collect. When I got my first, my first starter pack, which was way back in the day. If I can actually find them. There's so many in here, sometimes I actually lose track of the ones that I got from my original starter pack. That wasn't one of them. Got to look for all the green bases. Here we go, there's one of them. And the final one. Where are you? Aha! Now, with the copy of Spyro's Adventure, you get 3 figures if you get the base game. You get Spyro the Dragon. This is the Series 1. You get Gilgrunt, who's a water-based Skylander. Spyro is a magic-based Skylander. Those are the different elements. This one is a tech champion named Trigger Happy, and to this day, he is one of my favorite Skylanders of all time. I love Trigger Happy. He is just so freaking cool. And now, here are some of the other random Gen 1 figures that I have. And all of them will have green bases, because all of them are ones that you use in the Gen 1 game. I call them Gen 1 because Gen 1 basically means ones for Spyro's Adventure. They're Series 1. So we're going to go ahead and get all of my Series 1 figures out. If I can find the other ones. Ah, here's another one. Then we're going to get into Series 2 eventually. I used to have a Series 1 of her, but sadly, I don't know what happened to it, so we're just going to skip over that one for now. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, because she's Series 2. Yeah. Oh, wait, here we go. There's another Series 1. Glad I was looking. I should have probably had all of these sorted out pre-recording, but this is kind of just off the cuff, you know. I kind of just decided to film this at the last minute, so you'll have to forgive me. Okay, so here's some of the other Series 1 figures that I have. These series ones will work in every Skylanders game. And there's some Series 2 and Series 3 that will as well. But here are some of the other ones that I have. Here's Warren Otto. He's very, very cool. He's a wind-based Skylander. Flame Slinger, who's a flame-based one, obviously. You see, all of them green-based. That means Spyro's adventure. Then we have Stump Smash, who is a life-based Skylander. Then we have Zap. I just got him recently. I'm actually kind of trying to level him up still and get all of his moves, but I came across him at a bargain store, so I figured I'd pick him up. Here is one of my favorite ones, Lightning Rod, who I nicknamed Zeus because he wields lightning bolts, and he actually can summon this grand lightning bolt that just comes down right in front of him. Here is Chop Chop. He is an undead knight. Pretty cool. I like him. I'm going to get him a little closer there. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. Then we have Prism Break, as in Prism Break. Yeah, pretty good play on words. He's an Earth type. He was my first Earth type I ever got. Shout out to my brother, Seaman. He was the one that got me this one. Actually, his arm actually did come off, I think, at one point. But we fixed him, popped his arm back in, and he's had a lot of love and a lot of care ever since. He's actually one of my strongest Skylanders. And here is a very good Skylander. I can't remember the name of her right off the top of my head. Whirlwind. That's it. Yeah. Whirlwind. Here's Whirlwind. She is very, very cool. I love Whirlwind. And if you look at her, you wouldn't think that she was a female, but she is. So those are all of my Gen 1s. And I like my Gen 1s because my Gen 1s are kind of what launched my obsession with the game. However, there are a lot that came out in Gen 2 that I really enjoyed as well. And I'm actually getting them out now, so... Oh, wait, here was another one that I forgot to show off for Gen 1. This is Igniter. He's a knight, a flame knight, actually. Who has a big, gigantic flaming sword, and he's actually pretty cool. So, yeah. Wow, I keep forgetting how many Gen 2 Skylanders I own. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. I hope that's all of them. Yeah, because that's Gen 3. Okay, that's all of the Gen 2 ones I own. But there's a lot of them here, so we're going to go ahead and go into them. All right. So, I never bought the Gen 2 starter pack, so I don't know which ones come with it. But I do know you get one giant. Actually, I think I did buy the Gen 2 starter pack because I did get the giant that comes with it. This is Tree Rex. He's the giant. Now, if you want to look at him in comparison to Stump Smash, you can see that he's actually a fair amount bigger than Stump Smash. He's actually a very, very big figure. This is the giant that comes with it. And of course, I've got Ningini. These are my two giants right here. So yeah, we'll hold them close to the camera so you guys can see. Yeah, these are pretty big. These are giant compared to the other ones, which is why they're calling them giants. So Now we're going to start with the normal size Skylanders. We have the Series 2 Spyro, and I know what you might be thinking, he's missing a wing. Yes, I know. But I'm going to put it back on. The glue came apart on this one, so I'm having to be very careful with him. But here is the Series 2 Spyro. In comparison to the Series 1 Spyro, you can see he's a bit different. He's got like diamonds in his wings and everything like that when he's Gen 2. And actually, I just recently put him on the flame path instead of the charging path. So I've still got a long way to go with him. But he's still a pretty cool Skylander. I like him. This is the one that I play with the most when it comes to the game. Other than another one I'm going to show you. This is my main fire type that I play with in the second game. That is Hot Dog. He's very, very, very funny. He'll when you're doing attacks with him, he'll say stuff like "hot under the collar" and things like that, just like funny little dog puns. And this is the one that is my all-time favorite Skylander. And if any of you guys want to send me some art or something, or anything like that with her in it, it would mean the world to me. If you guys ever want to do something nice for me, and it's not required, but if you guys ever do want to do something nice for me, like fan art or something like that, put her in it. This is Flashwing. I nicknamed her Crystal. She's very special. The first Skylander I ever got with my Giants game. Now, as you notice, all of these have orange bases. And that means that they're Series 2. The Skylanders Giants was the first game she was introduced in, but I play with her the most, probably out of all of them. And here is Zook. He's a very cool Skylander. These are all my personal Skylanders too. I'm not borrowing these from anybody. These are mine. Here is Light Core Hex. Now you may be thinking, what does that mean, Light Core? Well, that's something that they give to all Skylanders that come from Series 1, for the most part. And here is one of the examples. Hex was in the first game, but I never got her. You can play with her along with all the ones that make an appearance in the first game. If you have a Series 2 of them, you can play with them in the first game, which I think is pretty cool. But that's Hex. She's a spellcaster type. This is Jetvac, which if you guys have ever seen Skylanders Academy, you'll recognize him. And of course, one of the fan favorites. I'll admit I like this Skylander as well because she was actually in another game before she was in Skylanders. If any of you guys played the Legend of Spyro series, you'll recognize her. Here is Cinder, Series 2. One of my favorite figures in my collection. I'm very proud to have her because I actually found her on a whim, just by sheer luck. I managed to find Cinder. Just on sheer luck alone, I managed to find her. Big Lots was having a big sale, and she was there, still wrapped up in the box, and before Big Lots went out of business. And I love my Cinder. I have her leveled out with a cool little purple fedora, and she is so cool. She has like black lightning and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Here is Sonic Boom. Another cool Skylander. This is Slam Bam. A Yeti. Four-armed Yeti. Now he's also in the first game too, but you can play with him. Along with my Cinder. She's Series 2 as well. But she was also in the first game. Here is Chill. And she's pretty cool. That's she is a female. She's a pretty cool little figure. No pun intended. And here is the Series 2 Flame Slinger. Another one you can use in the first game. Sparkly. And now we move on to the next game in the series, which is Swap Force. Now, Swap Force had a unique mechanic that I really liked. And I've got quite a few Swap Force Skylanders. I don't have them all, but I have most of them. Now, from what I know about Swap Force, there's like 12 figures, I think. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. See, there's 8 on one side and on the other. Actually, that's 16. So I have a quarter of them. I have 4 of the Swap Force figures. Including the ones you get in the starter pack. You actually get 2 in the starter pack. But all Series 3 Skylanders have a blue base on them. So that's how you know which Skylander you got a hold of. Series 4 are a dark maroon, and Series 5, which is for superchargers, don't really have like a specific colored base, but they do have these specific like engines on their bases. And I don't have the car for Spitfire, so I'm going to need to make sure I try to find a car for him. And if any of you guys know where I can find a car for Spitfire, let me know, because I had a car for Spitfire, but I don't know what happened to it. So and I have to have it in order to play the game. So I'm hoping to find one before before next year, because that's probably how long it's going to take me in order to get to superchargers. And I already have the game in the portal, but I just don't have the stuff to go with it. Now, here are all of my Series 3 Skylanders. We have Ninja Stealth Elf. Stealth Elf was in the first 2 games. And this figure does work for all 3 games, so in the series so far. She's very, very, very cool. You can unlock a special attack with her if you unlock the ninja garb that she's in. She doesn't come with those garbs on by default. You have to buy them. Now, we're going to go ahead and do this. This is Brumble Blast. He's a very, very cool one. He uses bees to attack, and I thought that was always so cool. Now, honestly, I can't remember his name to save me off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Terrafin. This is Terrafin. He's the special Series 3 Terrafin, and yes, he does work in all the other games. Any other game that Terrafin is in, he will work in. Now we come to the main gimmick of Skylander Swap Force, which is the Series 3 game. They come with these figures that are a little bit bigger, that you can actually take the tops off of, to where you have the bottom and the top. Now the whole point of these, we'll take Trap Shadow and Washbuckler as an example. Here's Washbuckler. You can take the top off of him. And here's Trap Shadow. Now, one of the things you can do with these particular Skylanders is you can actually swap the bases and make them all new characters. And each top half and bottom half have their own specific powers that are unique to that half. So, like for instance, Rattleshake here. You notice he has the ability to use the spring jump. And Blast Zone here has the ability to use the rocket booster. You can then take any Skylander that has that, you can take and swap them out. I mean, you can swap out any Swap Force Skylander that you own and give them different abilities. And let them take on different swap zones. That was the whole gimmick with Swap Force. That's why they called it Swap Force. Was so that way you could take your figures and swap out the bottoms and the tops. and just basically, make your own new figures. That was the whole point of it. And when you're done, if you want to go back to being Washbuckler and Trap Shadow, you can just swap them back and boom. Pretty simple. So yeah, that was the whole point of Swap Force, just to swap around the figures and make your own, whichever combinations you like the best. Now with the Series 4 game, which was Trap Team, you only got 2 figures, but you got 2 traps as well. Traps are these. These are trap crystals. You use them to capture specific enemies in the game. Like this one, for instance, holds Broccoli Guy. And this one holds this big gigantic slug thing that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. I'd have to look. Gulper. He's on my poster. So these trap crystals are what you use. You basically beat them down to a point where it says, put down your trap crystal, and you can capture him. So you put it on the portal, boom, goes right into the game. And then from the game, he goes into this trap crystal. And he goes into the trap crystal, and boom. You can bring him out at any time to swap with your Skylander. You guys will see that once I get to it. But you get those 2 trap crystals with the starter pack, as well as the Traptanium portal, which I actually do still have. But I'm currently using the Superchargers portal because it actually does have a trap chamber. So I currently use that one. But the 2 figures that you get with the starter pack is the Trap Master. Let's see. What's the name of that Trap Master? I can't tell. It's too far away. I hate having to get up and go off camera, but it's going to be worth it. Snapshot. This is Snapshot, and he currently is the only Trap Master I own, sadly. But he can break Traptanium crystals and things like that. And this is Food Fight. He uses tomatoes and stuff to fight. These are the 2 figures you get with your Series 4 game. And you also get those 2 trap crystals I showed you. And you get the Traptanium portal. Now, that's all for that. Now for the Series 5 figures that you get with the starter pack. Now, these starter pack of these, even though one of them is a stealth elf, you do not get to use these in any of the other games other than for Superchargers. And the ones that I've got specifically are the ones for the PlayStation 3. So, yeah, it is kind of lame in a way because you can't use them on any other game, but I can kind of see why they did it that way. Just for the sake of wanting to sell more figures. This is Spitfire right here. He's the one that comes with the car, but I lost his car, so I have no idea where it is. I have been trying to find the car for this. That way I could play Superchargers on my own personal time. But I cannot find the car for him anywhere. So if anybody has a car for him, let me know, and I'll give you my information, and you can send it to me if you want to, help me out. I've also got a stealth elf. I can't remember her name. I got the poster right there on the floor, but I don't want to go off camera again. But here's the stealth elf for that's the Series 5. And as you can see, they changed the design on these quite significantly when they got to Superchargers. They all have little engines on the bottom of them now with the element that they are underneath them like that. This is a fire type. This is a life type. So that is basically my entire collection, guys. I don't have any more Skylanders. That's it. But you guys have seen my entire collection now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Best I can tell you is if you guys have any Skylanders that you want to send me, show me, post a video response, you know, Spyro15, thank you again for subbing. It means a lot to somebody who's as small as I am to have anybody recognize my work and to find my channel. Hopefully you'll stick around when I do Skylanders because it is a very good series. And a lot of people say it's a Spyro game. It really isn't. While Spyro is in the game, he's not the main focus. Spyro is not the main focus of the game. And that's something I've been trying to get people to understand for quite a while now, is that Spyro is not the main focus. It's just chaos and all of the Skylanders as a whole that are the focus. And a lot of people misunderstand that, and I think that it's a shame. Because they always say, oh, Skylanders sucks, without even giving it a chance. You know, I tried out the series after I played, well, you know, you guys know because you watched my history with Spyro. But, you know, I gave it a chance after I played the Legend series because I wanted to see what happened, you know. I wanted to see what this new game was all about with this Toys to Life experience because it's something I'd never seen before. And I tried it out, and it was fantastic. So hopefully you guys will kind of find this video entertaining, and you got to see my Skylanders collection finally, as well as some of the games that I'm going to be playing once I get my Switch. Again, I'm going to run through these one final time so you guys can kind of see what I have and what I don't. We have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, which is a good game from what I've been told. I've never actually gotten to play any of these. Splatoon 2, which I finally decided to get from the library. ARMS and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So hopefully I'll see you guys online whenever I get my Switch. And if you guys want to play with me, just shoot me your friend code in a DM or on a whisper on Twitch and on my Discord or on Twitch, and I will definitely play with you guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. God bless you guys, and I'll speak with you guys again soon. The next episode of Spyro is going to be recorded right after this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon. God bless all you guys. Bye.